What is good, everybody? XMSA HD here, bringing you another gameplay commentary on Black Ops 2. I'm playing on the map Hijacked. I got the Diamond Scorpion on. And this is kind of, I can't exactly say it's one of my calmer gameplays. I say it's one of the more hectic gameplays I had. I start out pretty much just running like straight to the A flag. And as I build my way along there, I pick up a few kills. And then I pretty much just sit in the building, I mean, pretty much at the top, looking over at the A flag and at their spawn, and pretty much the edge of the ship. And from there, I practically just pick them off at their spawn, and as I build up my kill streaks to get my VSAT, then with the VSAT, I can just see their entire team, and I just get them as they're just running through their building, trying to get out of their spawn as my team just tries to contain them. And I build up to get my first swarm, and then as the gameplay goes on, I don't show you all of it. I show you the majority of it. I show you the more exciting parts, though. My first VTOL warship I had wasn't too exciting. I had 2. I show you the second one, however. I have 3 orbital VSATs in the game, and then I have 1 swarm, and that's where I get the majority of my kills from. So as you can see right now, as I said before, I'm just looking over at their spawn and just trying to do my best to kill them, even though I have the Scorpion, which isn't exactly the best for long range, and I even have the silencer on it, which kind of ruins it, but whatever. So to jump in right on the topic of the day, we have new Black Ops 2 downloadable content information. So you have 4 multiplayer maps being introduced. You have Hydro, Grind, Downhill, and Mirage, and then the one Zombies map, Die Rise. The maps really aren't of importance on the photo, but the main importance is the new weapon that's being introduced, the Peacekeeper SMG. And the main question that's being asked is, will this gun be introduced for zombies? Will it be introduced for multiplayer, or will it be introduced for both? My answer for you is I really don't know. All I know is just this photo, which looks pretty accurate. A lot of the photos are photoshopped, but I don't know. I just kind of got a feeling that this photo is legitimate. The multiplayer downloadable content is usually released at this time of year, kind of right around Christmas, early January, and then it actually is released to the public, usually the season pass holders, around middle of January or so. So this does seem pretty accurate, frankly. But back to the whole Peacekeeper SMG. What my prediction is that the weapon will only be introduced for zombies. The reason I'm saying this is just the name Bite. Usually you have these weapons that would be introduced, or really just the multiplayer weapons, are actually weapons in real life, really. They kind of have all these special names. I'm not a gun expert, so I'm really just kind of going off basic Call of Duty knowledge, so excuse me if I'm incorrect. But MP7, PDW, kind of just certain amounts of letters, the AN-94, and a gun like the Peacekeeper really would just sound like one of those fantasy guns you would see in zombies, like the ray gun, the Wunderwaffe. I believe it's called the Wunderwaffe. I don't even know. I haven't played like Doris or those World at War zombies in just years, so excuse me on that. But it kind of sounds like one of those fantasy guns you would see in zombies. And also, on the poster, on the picture that you will be looking at, the weapon, the Peacekeeper SMG, is directly under where the zombies map is, so it's kind of showing that I believe the two are connected. I can't see them doing it for multiplayer. If it were to be for multiplayer, I feel like that would just kind of be a failure due to the fact that, say I don't buy the DLC and someone else has it, and I kill them and they're using the Peacekeeper. Would I be allowed to pick up that weapon? How would that work? Because I'm not allowed to have the weapon or really use it due to the fact that I never bought the downloadable content. A counter argument to what I just said would be you'd only be allowed to use the Peacekeeper in games for the downloadable content maps, but I just feel like that's going to be too hard for Call of Duty to do. I really can't see them doing that. I feel like it's just a lot of work for something that really doesn't matter that much. I know the fans have been asking for new weapons around kind of like a few months into the game, but I feel that's something we won't be ever seeing. It's too much for Call of Duty to do and too much for them to manage. If they were to put in a new weapon, it would really have to be kind of a free downloadable content weapon so everybody can have it. and there really wouldn't be a struggle for that. But that's pretty much it for downloadable content wise. But onto content more pertaining to myself. I need to network out my channel more, and the websites I'm really using just aren't doing it. And I did try to use Necessary Gaming because I am a director on there. That was my job, but due to my recent break from YouTube, I'm kind of out of it. I still am considered a director on their website and on their director list, but I have not heard any. I have not have any word from anybody on what my position is still there. So if anyone knows any networks that they can recommend for me to be on, please leave a comment in the comment section below. But pretty much that's really it. This is XMSA HD here. I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great day, guys.